it's really that we need to start understanding and protesting the police, period.
Yes. Not just what they do to black people, what they do in general.
Period.
You know?
Block Report.
I want to get into elderly woman who was assaulted by the police. Now, mind you, this was over a year ago. Okay? This woman has dementia. And here, I'm just going to play the story and we'll get to it right after that.
June 26, 2020. Attorneys say this video shows 73-year-old Karen Garner being stopped by Walmart employees after she wandered out of the store without paying for soda and detergent. Employees eventually escort her back inside. According to a federal civil rights lawsuit, Ms. Garner tried to pay for the items, but employees wouldn't let her. Police had already been called, and that's when Ms. Garner decides to walk home. She was just 2 blocks from her home when she was stopped.
All right, let's stop, ma'am.
But attorney Sarah Shelkey says her client's disabilities weren't considered during the arrest that followed.
Ms. Garner was suffering from dementia. She was suffering from sensory aphasia. They both affect her ability to really understand what's going on in the world around her. The video is insane to watch.
2 minutes into the body camera video, the lawsuit says Officer Austin Hopp grabs Miss Garner's left arm and takes her to the ground.
I'm going home.
It makes you very worried about vulnerable people in the community with a police force like that.
Garner is eventually handcuffed and taken to a patrol car. By that time, Officer Dadia Jalali has arrived on scene.
Grant, get in the car.
In you go.
Do not hook onto him.
And a citizen who's been watching the interaction approaches the officers.
You have to use that much aggression? Yeah, give me your car so I can put a report.
Okay.
I see you there, how you throw that little kid.
This isn't just some random act of aggression.
I want to stop this because this man deserves a fucking medal.
I was about to clap for him.
This is a brown man with an accent, okay, who seen injustice and stopped. And not only did he stop, he confronted that cop. That took balls.
Yeah, it did.
He confronted that cop and let him know. And the cop is trying to defend himself because, mind you, this woman is so small, he thought it was a child.
Damn.
Okay, did you peep that?
I did peep that.
He said, "I see what you did with that. I see what you did to that child."
Yes, I did peep
That's
that.
how small this woman was. He
I
thought
did
it was a
peep that.
kid. I wanted to give this man a shine. They don't say who his name is, but I admire this man's courage. Bottom line, it took some balls.
Their supervising sergeant, Philip Metzler, showed up, and Metzler made the comment, when you told her to stop, she kept walking, right? So we got her on obstruction, we got her on resisting, take her to the jail. And if they don't want to prosecute her, I don't care.
Before Mrs. Garner is transported to jail, the officers talk more about the ordeal.
Little bloody and little muddy, that's how it works.
Yeah, is the blood on her? Yeah, that's her blood.
Mrs. Garner was transported to the department, and court documents allege she spent several hours crying in pain.
Ouch.
That's okay, we got you.
The suit says she was later taken to the Larimer County Jail in Fort Collins while injured.
Dislocated her shoulder, fractured her arm, kept her in a jail cell away from family, medical care, everything that a vulnerable, at-risk person in the community like her needed then.
I'd like y'all to look at the timestamp on this because I want y'all to mark in your head what was going down at this time last year. This was the height of fucking COVID.
Mm-hmm. I said it in my head like, wow, she going in there maskless. And if you see, the cop got a mask on. You see the cop got a mask on.
The guy he was talking to had a mask on.
Right.
Okay?
Wow.
So this woman is maskless, elderly, injured, and sick. dementia, and they just throw her in the cell for hours and leave her. Okay?
They kept her from it for over 6 hours.
Now, Shelke says the family needs to see accountability.
The behavior is indefensible. They knew they were being recorded, and yet they did it anyway. We have to ask ourselves, why?
Bro, she was elderly. 80, bro. Come on.
Damn, 80 pounds, and damn near 80 years old.
And you call backup. Backup came. Backup came. So it's like there was a bunch of people out there protesting. Not enough to my liking. I didn't really see no black people. But at the same time, ain't no black people there where this went down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but like those situations, when there is no black people, then they just gonna beat on whatever citizens are around.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it is systemic, because if there's black people in the community, they're more likely to get fucked over, than, the Caucasians in the community.
Right.
So it's horrific, you know what I'm saying? And the bad part is that was the old video. Since then, nobody was fired. They all resigned, which is why the family is protesting, because there's still no accountability, because they still keep their benefits and life goes on for them. They'll move 2 towns over and get another job.
Yep.
So those two, but what we don't see in the video, which didn't come out until much, much later, is he takes, as they're booking this woman, he's talking to his fellow officer, and it appears to be an amusing anecdote now, her. And the fact that he says, she can't be more than like 80 pounds. And when he did it, he could feel her arm pop. And then he tells the other officer that he felt her arm pop. They both laugh. All 4 of them should have been fired. Period.
Yeah, everybody should have been fired. Everybody.
Y'all can't handle an elderly dementia patient no better than that. Nobody. Everybody who came in contact with that woman need to be fired, because y'all don't know right from wrong.
And see, that goes into another thing we've been saying for a while here, that it's really that we need to start understanding and protesting the police, period. Yes,
not just what they do to black people, what they do in general,
period.
Block report.
So wait, how much they suing for? I need to know that.
They didn't say. Undisclosed locate.
Amount?
Yeah.
Boy, they about to get it too.
Oh yeah, it's about to be big settlement.
Man.
Big settlement.
I need the police to put me in a couple arm bars for nothing right now.
That black ass ain't getting nothing, nigga. For the criminal record, nigga.
Why can't I go just sit somewhere and some cop just come hit me with a billy club about 4 times? Just on camera.
That can happen. That can happen.
That can.
But you're not getting paid.
Why I ain't getting paid?
Because you black.
It's black people getting paid from the police. The problem is that you don't get no what is it called, convictions against them for going to jail. You'll get that civil conviction. You won't get none of that
settlement. Yeah, I'm talking shit. When I think about it, Cuz got his ass beat and got paid.